Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Big Boss Jim coming to you almost live from Big Boss Jim's model shop. This little kit, it's not really a very good kit. It's an AMT and there wasn't a whole lot to it, but what can you say? But let me explain what I've done and why I did it. Back in 1965 was the car that I owned. They were all basically the same body style. But in '69, I purchased this car. It had been in a sandwich collision and it was damaged front and rear. And not very seriously though, but I put new front body panels in it and done repairs on the hood and the front part of the fenders, and the same with the back end. I had to put a rear body panel in it, and there was a little damage on the deck lid that I repaired. But I wanted to kind of customize mine, and I did, and these are the exact colors that I painted it. It was painted it hugger orange with a slightly tinted cream color stripes on it. It had a black interior with a white headliner. I done some work on the interior of mine. Now, a couple of things I will point out before I start on the rest of it. On mine, I had 13-inch rally wheels on the front, and I had Corvette rally wheels on the rear. And yes, the Corvette lug pattern and everything was the same, and they fit beautifully in there. It gave it a wild look, but not having those, I went with the bigger wheels, and I believe these hubcaps or wheels came out of the, I think that was a Corvette kit that I had. I'm not 100% on that. But what I did, as few of you know, I specialized in Corvettes when I was doing body work. So I saved a lot of stuff, and this hood scoop was from a Corvette, and I molded into the hood on my Corvair, or whichever you want to call it, hood, deck lid, whatever. Okay. I did on mine, I painted all the moldings on the car the same color as the car. It was no big deal. I had all the moldings removed and sanded them down, and etching primer and that put on them and painted. So that's what I did there. Now I removed the door handles on the car. I'll let it spin around here. Now, one other little difference, even though it's not totally inaccurate as to what I had, this is a Yenko engine cover lid on this one. Okay? Now, what I did on the original, I had a Camaro spoiler. I cut the spoiler down on that to fit with the fenders, and I had it very much contoured the same as this. So that worked out pretty good for me. And these were the Yenko vents that went on the opposite direction. Now mine, I don't know if you guys remember the old catalog Warskowski's. I ordered the small vents from Warskowski, and I also blended those in to the my Corvair. I had dual straights on mine, Yes, it was loud. I had dual straights on it, and I brought it out through the rear engine screen, as you see there. And on the original, there was a molding that went all the way around onto the deck lid, onto the quarter panels and that. So, me being a cheapie that I wasn't going to buy all those moldings, so I Frenched mine in just like this. It wasn't a big deal to do it because it already had the contour and everything there. So that's what I did there. There's really nothing much else to tell you, except that's what I did on my 1-to-1, and that's what I did on this model, and that's the reason I did this model this way. I wanted to go back and remember, you know. So we'll let her spin around here. I haven't sanded or buffed this car yet. If I do, you know, it still has a pretty good paint job on it, and it should have after stripping it and twice and painting it 3 times, you know. Like I said, this is not much of a kit. There's not a lot, you know. I don't know if Revell makes one and it's a nicer kit or not. Who knows? There's not much to show you on the bottom because, as you know, they pretty much had a flat bottom on it, and that's basically what this one's got. The engine is virtually stock. It did have the 4 carbs on it, and I don't know if I can get you up so that you can see down in it when it comes around or not. I also made the trunk to where it was removable. I detailed the underneath the deck lid. But it makes for a fairly nice little kit, but you know, once again, AMT, and there wasn't much there, and I did the best I could do on it. So that's it. I wanted to show you this is my first completion for the year 2014, and if I didn't get to tell any of you guys, I hope you had a very safe and enjoyable fourth. There you go, old man. New Year's. I behaved myself and stayed at home. I did go out for a while on New Year's Day, and that's neither here nor there. But that's it. I wanted to show you what my 65 Corvair looked like back in the day. Okay? So, this is Big Boss Jim from Big Boss Jim's Model Shop. I hope you enjoy. Maybe even give some of you youngsters a few ideas on what can be done. And Big Boss Jim from Big Boss Jim's Model Shop saying, keep doing your thing, and bye-bye.